Hello everyone, welcome to Young Innovators. In today's video, we will look into breadboard, its connections and few new electronic components. Breadboard is a key equipment for basic circuit designing in electronics. It has a bunch of tiny holes and is used for building and testing circuits as prototype. These holes are connected in a particular way internally as shown in the figure. It is a solderless board which helps hobbyists to try the circuit connection. Originally, word refers to a literal meaning of breadboard, that was a polished soft wood that was used to cut or slice the bread. In 1970s, this was available for connecting components and circuits with nails put on it to make the connections easily. In recent years, this design is improvised and they are seen this way. Looking into the internal connections of a breadboard, as told before, they have tiny holes connected vertically and horizontally. When removed, the pins connected will be as seen. There is a break between the vertically connected pins. You can use breadboard as per your requirement as they are available in different lengths like a full length breadboard, a half length breadboard and a mini breadboard. Moving to the next component, let us look at a 555 IC. 555 IC is the most popular and commonly used integrated circuit. It performs the task of a timer in the electronic circuit and there are many equipments and experiments that could be done using the same. As told, it is used as timers, pulse generators, oscillators, etc. to perform specific tasks. This timer got the name 555 IC due to the 5 kilo ohm resistors connected in series between the ground and the positive terminal internally. It can be used as oscillators and flip-flops to provide time delay. It comes as an 8-pin IC and an in-package device. It has a semicircle at one end of the IC and the left of that semicircle is pin 1 and it continues in an anti-clockwise direction. Looking into each pin description now, pin 1 is the ground pin that gives the reference low level voltage. Pin 2 is the trigger pin. When a signal is given to this pin, the IC or the timer starts working, that is, it triggers or starts the timer to work. Pin 3 is an output pin, that is, it gives the output of the circuit. Pin 4 is a reset pin, that is, the signal or data sent can be interrupted or reset by applying the next signal. Pin 5 is to control the voltage. It accesses and controls the internal voltage drivers. Pin 6 is a threshold pin at which the interval ends when voltage is greater than the threshold pin voltage. Pin 7 is discharge pin. It is normally connected to capacitor whose discharge time will influence the time interval. Pin 8 is the VCC or power pin where positive voltage is given. Having the basic knowledge of each pin, let us build a circuit and observe the output. We will build a testing circuit for 555 IC on Tinkercad now. We will go to Tinkercad workspace and start building the circuit. The circuit diagram is on the left bottom part of the page. You can make a note of it and try the same on your own. Let us test the working now. For this, I take a breadboard and a 555 IC and we will look at the semicircle or the notch on the 555 IC and place the IC on the breadboard carefully so that the connections will not go wrong. I place the IC between the vertical connection pins because if I place it in any other portion of the breadboard, the pins will get shorted or connected internally, leading to the damage of the IC. Next, we require 2 resistors of 10 kilo ohm value and 2 resistors of 1 kilo ohm value. I drag 4 resistors and change the value of each resistors as needed. Next, ceramic capacitor of 0.01 microfarad value. we need a polarized capacitor of 47 microfarad value. I drag them and change the value as needed. We also need LEDs and power source as output and input device. So now I have placed all the components on the workspace. Let's connect it to the circuit. Before placing the components, we will short connections of pin 2 and pin 6. And in the same way, we will short the connections of pin 4 and pin 8. Now we will connect the positive and negative terminals of power source to the breadboard. Pin 1 will be connected to the negative terminal of the polarized capacitor. And from positive terminal of the polarized capacitor, we will connect it to the pin 6. From pin 6, we will connect it to the positive end of the battery through two 10 kilo ohm resistors. The other connection to the 10 kilo ohm resistor is from pin 7. Pin 8 will be connected to the positive end of the power source. Pin 5 will be connected to the ceramic capacitor, and from the other end of the ceramic capacitor, we will connect it back to the ground terminal. Remaining pin is the pin 3, that is the output pin, and will be connected to the LEDs with a resistor. Red LED positive terminal and blue LED's negative terminal will be connected to the output pin, that is pin 3. And the other terminals of the LED will be connected to the positive and negative terminal respectively with a resistor. This completes the circuit, and now on clicking Start Simulation, both the LEDs glow. This explains or tells that the 555 IC circuit is working. By doing this, we can test if the IC is working fine or not before putting it on any circuit. In this video, we learned about 555 IC and built circuits using the same. Hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.